All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you. Thank you as well, Jerome. I do appreciate you as well. A couple of things first. That thank you all for your well wishes, prayers, and text messages. I owe two of y'all a phone call. I didn't expect to get sick. Oh, this year at the very top of my list. I do apologize for that.
Sir,
Yes.
before you get started, I just want you to know Miss Shelley called me and she said, I had me and my prayer group. We was praying for Antonio. I said, all right,
I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I don't get sick but once every 10 years, but when I do, it is super sick. I can assure you that. It is super sick. I feel great today. I feel 90% better. Yesterday I felt 80% better. But Deanna wanted me to take it easy. When I felt 80% better yesterday. I tell you what happens. You got to remember, well, that elevation change is what happened. And then Vegas is Vegas. So the last night I had, or on the way, whatever, a couple hours before the flight, they passed me a free vodka. And I took it because it was free. You understand? It was free. And I took it. And it lowered my immune system. So when I got that, elevation change, them allergies went haywire. Yeah. Allergies went haywire. And that's what happened. No. Voice still raspy, always will be. That's not going to change no time soon. But there you go. Good news as well. I have all of your micro businesses complete. I'm looking for my water. Grace, where's my water? Oh,
right. I knew it was right there. I knew it.
There you go. All right. It's behind this big old display. All the micro businesses, remind me to mention that, Grace. All the micro businesses are built. I have to now assign them to particular people. That's going to take me this week and next week. Just to give you a time, that's going to take me because I have to get around. Some people are going to say, "Oh no, Antonio, I can't be on camera like that." I got to get around that for sure. So I'm assigned people, micro businesses, to according to your age, skill set, comfort level, and that's going to take a while. I remember back in the day in school, they had a long list, and then they told you to match it to the other list, and they had another list, and you had to draw the lines. I got to do that. I basically have to do that. I had to put the long list and then draw the little lines to say, okay, well, this one is for here, and this one is for there. So I got to do that. But they are complete as promised, and they're pretty cool. Even Arshia checked yesterday as well, but that was already done. That's a cool thing about being down. Shelly said, Conflate, thank you for your prayers. I appreciate you, Shelly. I forgot what I was gonna say, but doesn't matter. What matters is being down was able to let me just think with my brain, which wasn't too bad. So as I thought with my brain, I built all the companies out. And then when I got up yesterday, I just wrote them all down on a note. So there you go. There you go. All of you will be well pleased. And I know, if I'm not mistaken, it's either Josephus and his son or Josephus and his dad, one or the other, or something like that. I think it was two Josephuses, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right about that? Okay, gotcha.
Son and father. Yeah.
Okay, son and father. There you go. All right, then I got both of y'all hooked up. Gotcha. All right. Today, we're doing creating a high-ticket customer funnel. This is personal finance number 86. If you are on YouTube, you've missed a couple of them because Deanna did not have hosting privileges to go over there the way I could do it, or at least she didn't do all those steps. However, can we give a round of applause for Deanna for covering? And
yes. Yes. A phenomenal job she did. Phenomenal.
She did awesome. Awesome.
She's been running the company a long time. I wasn't worried. She don't want to run it no more though. Oh shit, but what's that you say? All you want to do is
I'll just be your support and help you. But I'm good.
She don't want to run it no more, y'all. She out of line, don't you? She don't want to run it no more. She just want to sit back and collect money, and have ideas. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Grace is like, Lord, please.
That sounds like a deal to me. Go ahead, Deanna.
Okay. Let me tell you
Right.
that Thursday you was like, "Hey, I'm gonna need you to run the meeting." My heart dropped in my stomach, but I picked it back up. I was like, "Okay."
And I was just about to come to you and say, if y'all get Grace a round of applause, please, because she had a whole hard subject. Yes.
Once again, another phenomenal job.
Yes.
Again,
Yeah, she did well. She did awesome.
If Grace can't do nothing else, she know how to present. You understand?
Okay.
All of me is as a school teacher.
Listen, and I had my participation. My
You
students
had your
were here.
participation.
They was here. They were on
I
it.
know Jerome and them came through for
They
you.
came through.
I
Okay.
know they did.
Rome, Adonia, Antoine, Melissa.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, buddy. I am Prophet Jerry. I caught you yesterday. I had to catch you 57 minutes later, but I caught you. Yes, I caught you. I didn't have the dexterity. My energy came back, but my dexterity did not until last night. That's the skill with the hands. Is what dexterity means. I didn't have that. Yeah, what'd you say, Prophet Jerry?
Trouble. I said, I'm so glad you're feeling better, but I know we in trouble today. Esoteric
Oh yeah.
leadership.
I had too much time to think.
And you had too much time to meditate, probably.
Yes.
Lord Jesus, help us all.
Yeah. Yeah. I was good by Tuesday. Yeah, I was good by
Praying for you.
Oh, appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yes. Yeah, I was better by Tuesdays, but the Tempest made me promise not to do nothing Saturday. She made me promise to run, and I was so upset. That was the Saturday and Sunday was the worst, but it was just all that up in there. I suffer from allergies pretty bad. But stay healthy. I'm sure Susan likes that kind of talk. Stay healthy because I don't get sick. Once every 10 years, something happens to me on the illness level. My kids are the same way. Well, there you go. So I guess some of that's genetic. Building a high ticket funnel. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight Ken and Grace. Let me give you some, firstly, take well notes. Your notes need to have scholar legs on them. Why? Because should you ever want to leave the middle class, competing for price is not going to work out for you in most cases. Allow me to explain. Unless you have the distribution of Walmart and the locations and the real estate, the distribution of McDonald's and the location and the real estate, your bananas, your hamburgers should not cost what theirs cost. They can have the cheapest prices because they sell 1 million an hour. You, Arshia and Antonio, we got to raise our prices. Some of y'all out here, you went to Walmart, how much this costs online? You know what? Not in your business. Somebody gonna catch it on the way home. Somebody needed that, all right? You just have to know. But when you build a high ticket item, you get to do the same amount of money for least amount of energy. Calculator, please, Grace. You should already be taking notes.
I was trying to take that note, but you said calculator. Hold on, I got to.
Okay, well, you take the note. Deanna, calculator, please.
When you build a high ticket item, what was the second part of that sentence? The B part.
You get the same amount of money for the least amount of energy. And Deanna's about to show us. Melissa says, I want to make $100,000. It's my lifetime goal. Of course, that's not her lifetime goal. She's done that repeatedly, but that's irrelevant for this illustration. $100,000. Go ahead and put it on the calculator, please, if you don't mind. Then Melissa now says, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sell $19 products to get this done. So she's gonna divide that. Thank you so much. What is that? What's the Vanna White? What's that? Wheel of Fortune. Thank you so much, Vanna White. We appreciate you. $19. You can pull. There you go. And that is 5,263 people in order to get to $100,000. Now, Ken Johnson, is it safe to say you've sold a car that costs $8,000?
Yes, sir.
All right, there you go. And now we're not talking about his profit. We said we sold a car that cost $8,000. His profit ain't none of y'all business, but he is a fair salesperson. All right, fair salesperson. Okay, Deanna, calculator, please. At 8,000, we're going to make this 8,000 profit now. Deanna, if you could take the same one, no, take the $100,000. And this time we're going to charge $8,000. And is it still 5,600 people or is it 13? All right.
That would be 13.
That's right. So go ahead and stop your calculator real quick, Deanna. I'm going to tell you a story, and then I'm going to get serious because this is going to be one of the most important things. Actually, let me do it this way. Let me tell you a story, then I'm going to get serious. So I'm going to tell you what you need to do first, then tell you a story, then get serious, then go into it. There you go. Tell you what you need to do first is boring. I'm going to use Grace and Ken Johnson as examples as they're doing solar energy. I was thinking about stuff last night. I'm going to say some pretty cool stuff, Jerome, because that's what I do. I want you all to know whatever I say for them applies to you. Do not say these things because one of you will, but I have a nonprofit. No, you have a business. You have a business that needs money. And nonprofits make money. Did y'all? Antonio, can you name me two?
That's true. I believe that.
No, they make a lot of money. Antonio, could you name me two companies that people would never think were nonprofits ever? I sure can. NFL, National Football League. I think they just stopped being nonprofit like yesterday, if they did. And Rolex. You're welcome. Yes, Rolex is a nonprofit company to this day.
What? Are you serious? Never heard about Rolex. NFL, yes. So Rolex? What?
Grace, Google it.
We need to be a nonprofit. We're trying to feed the vegans of the world.
Yes, nonprofit is just a tax designation. It doesn't make your business be special because your business is still a baby that needs to be fed. Yes? You don't have a child and go, Antonio says, well, you need to get that baby some milk. Oh, no. My baby's a girl. Huh? You don't do that. Did you know that Rolex is there? You go, right there. Doesn't matter. There you go. That's it.
So, Antonio, so
Indeed.
that would be like with our testimony, the thing that I'm doing with our testimony, even though I'm not asking for money or anything, I still would need to be able to have money come in because it's like, you get what
You're
I'm
gonna
trying
die.
to say.
Yeah, you're gonna die if you
I'm
don't.
just
Yeah.
gonna be
Yeah. You're gonna die. You're gonna be out there, you're gonna work yourself. She's gonna help the world to a stroke. My hand up first, my grandmother was the person. How many of y'all know somebody who ministered themselves to a stroke?
Yep.
All right, then. If you don't get the money you need, that's exactly what's gonna happen to you. And if you're a preacher, stroke is a preacher killer. It's hard to put them thoughts together when your brain don't connect the way it used to connect. Very hard to do that. It's hard to make facial expressions when your brain don't connect the way it used to connect. So shout out to Sandra, who's brave enough to put a camera on and bear through it. In fact, y'all clap for that. It's just cause. I don't know if she here, but give us some love. No doubt about it. All right. Do not say, but what about my business? Don't do that. Everything I'm saying is for your business because I'm going to create an automatic feed for customers. All righty. Outstanding. And if I mention a tool, some of these tools are going to be top secret. One of them, I'm not sure if Ken want to share, but we'll see. Because we talked about it. If I mention a tool, you are going to take the tool down. Outstanding. Here's my story, and then let's get serious. I was with a Wall Street banker. And at the time, I had ATS needing $2 million. It's laughable these days, but $2 million. I need $2 million just to be broke. But at that time, I need $2 million. And Wall Street banker looked at the business plan. It calls me A. It says, A, I can't do nothing with this. I said, what's wrong? It's written well. Oh, yeah, it's perfect. But you only asked for $2 million. Listen to me. He said, your ask is not big enough. Nobody I know has time to get 10 points off of $2 million. That's not the commissions we used to around here. We like $2 million commissions, $20 million commissions. Then he says this. He says, let me tell you a story. So I'm going to tell you a story in my story. He says, I was with the Philadelphia Eagles in the presidential box. And I had just come off a $3 million deal. I was feeling myself. And the president of the Eagles, the owner of the Eagles came and sat down and said, hey, I hear you're a big deal. What do you do? So, oh man, I just closed a $3 million deal. And the owner of the Eagles went, good for you. And he was taken aback. He was supposed to get celebrated. He said, well, sir, you don't think that's good? And the owner of the Eagles said this. It changed his life. And when he told me the story, it changed my life forever. He says, Mark, because that was his real name, it takes the same amount of money, same amount of energy to make $250 million than it does to make $250,000. I only do big deals, $250 million and up. Can we get serious? It takes the same amount of energy. I don't care what Grace tell you. You run around, make calls all day. They not gonna answer, or they gonna answer. Don't matter what the price is. Don't care what kids say.
You ain't never lying.
Folk with $1 billion homes. Ken did enough funerals? No. Every family, white or black, Jew or Gentile, got a petition for somebody to get out of jail to come see their mama go home to the Lord. Don't matter your prestige. It takes the same amount of money, Janice, the same amount of energy to do high tickets than it does to do low tickets. Antonio doesn't care anything about low tickets. You see them in my organization only because I am controlling customer acquisition cost. And that is all. If it was not for me being so serious about customer acquisition costs, you would never see me with anything less than $5,000. I just don't have time for it. And I think $5,000 is small, but I have a different plan. Now that we are serious, Ken, Grace, so I'm gonna start with you, Grace, because you're gonna have different questions than Ken. and different problems than Ken. But let's just say for this illustration, and I believe it's about mostly true if I'm not mistaken, Grace and Ken have created an entity in which they're going to get this solar money and service together as partners. Shout out to partnerships. This is what they're doing. Okay, is that correct, Grace?
Yes, sir.
Outstanding. Grace, you know what? You mute your mic, Grace. Ken, if you could. Before I start with this, I need you to tell, because she doesn't know it, and I know she doesn't know it. And if she lies, she know, and I'm gonna spank her on her hand. Ken, if you can help me. How much money can Grace potentially make per hour?
Per hour. All right, let's look at it.
Now, while he's looking at it, I'm asking how many they could, if they close one deal per hour, what's the, I'm just giving everybody the formula. What's the average commission that you would get? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, there you go.
Roughly about, in the way you worded that, about 125.
All right, there you go. Now, we don't mean commission individually, but there you go. Okay, I don't want to put their business out there, but just know. Good. Now, $1.25, Ken. Is that what we're talking about? $1.25.
No, sir, I couldn't do Grace like that.
It had 100 in there somewhere, huh? And 100.
She wear red bottoms.
Okay, there you go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, kid. Thank you, kid. Grace. Everybody, I want y'all to understand this right now. I made Dana do the same thing. Grace, you're worth $125,000 an hour. Time for you to stop. It's time for you to be a godly woman worth defending. There you go. I fixed it real quick. I fixed it, Jerome. I fixed it. It's time for you to be a godly woman worth defending. Here's the deal. When you know what you can make per hour, firstly, that customer looks a certain way, acts a certain way, hangs in certain places. Secondly, you need to stop hanging with all these riffraffs and doing all these riffraff activities. Because you don't get paid to scroll Facebook. When I scroll Facebook, I'm looking for customers. I'm striking conversations. I don't care nothing about your cat memes. Right there, I just, that's two things I just said foundationally shaking y'all here. Grace is worth $125,000 an hour now. That means every hour she can do a deal to make $125,000. This is the kind of behavior law likes. Therefore, Grace,
Amen.
Right, Grace needs to stop doing whatever the hell she's doing. Is this about right? Now, Grace, do you think you can attract a husband when you're making $125,000?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then that's a different kind of husband, huh?
Yeah, not the one that's trying to get me for my money. You know?
Yeah. Let me flip your income tax.
Yeah, no,
not that one.
Not
Okay,
that one.
all right, gotcha. My cat is adorable, though. Yeah. Let's see, Grace. Are you good at getting customers ever?
Well,
getting customers.
I
didn't say selling customers, closing customers. Are you good at prospecting and lead generation?
No.
Okay. Who does that for you typically?
You do.
All right, then. So, Grace, are you good at getting customers?
No.
Outstanding. Getting customers comes from prospecting and lead generation. Y'all should write this down. The problem with high ticket prices is you out there prospecting. Well, first off, you're not prospecting. Secondly, you ain't generating the leads. And then when you finally do work, Bandersnatch is the name of the cat. When you finally do some work, you go tell Ralph, only something Theodore can afford. In order to prospect, so what is prospecting? Prospecting is, well, it is what it is. I mean, there's no reason to define it. It is finding the right prospects, qualified people to afford what you're doing. Lead generation, we'll cover here in a second. Grace, ask me questions now about what you should do to get leads. I want to start with you.
What should I do?
You're going to have your question will be higher than the audience, but it's going to be lower than Ken's. So I'm starting with you.
Okay. What is the thing I need to do at all times to get leads?
You need to be talking to the right people in the right places.
Okay.
You understand? You're like, but now make sure you ask me good questions. This is a good question, but make sure do you want your 125,000 an hour?
Yes.
I'm gonna need you to come from that place with your questions.
To get 125,000 every hour.
All right. No, you ain't got to say that. I just need you to come from that place.
How do I find those people?
You need to be having the right conversations in the right places. What does that look like? Let's go belly to belly right now. Grace, are you allowed to go to renters and sell solar?
No.
Why?
Because they rent, they don't own.
Exactly. And your timeline is full of?
Renters.
Okay, then. Seems like Facebook's not a good option for Grace. So what do y'all do when I take Facebook away? Some of y'all ain't got no businesses without Facebook. Like your whole business ceased to. I shouldn't do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway, Ken. Some of y'all ain't got no churches. Your whole church is on Facebook. Facebook Live every Sunday this time. If I snatch Facebook away, you don't even have a business anymore. Follow me? You have a business. All right, Grace. So let's snatch Facebook away for a moment. Where do we find these people? Belly to belly right now.
Oh, well, belly to belly. I gotta go to places where people can afford $125,000 an hour.
Right. Do you know these places?
No.
Exactly. Sounds like you need to bust a Phil and Susan and start fellowshipping, is what I would like to call it, in these country clubs, as you've been told millions of times.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yeah.
Now, of course, that's not the only way, because Ken have some high level ways of giving subsidies to middle class families who make a set. That's why I want to start with Ken. I want to start with the hard folk, the hard stuff right now. But I'm sure Ken is going to say that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. My test say he was just about to say that for sure. But I'm sure Ken's going to say that. But let's keep going, because I want to go to the heart of the problem. And the heart of the problem is the money I want is not around the people I know. If you have that problem, would you raise your hand and make your voice heard, please?
Facts.
Yeah. The money you want.
Yes.
It's not in your community. It ain't in your church. It's not on your timeline. As a matter of fact, you now know that you've been sorry up until this point of your life. No, I mean, no offense intended, but you now know, like attracts like. You looking out and you going, damn, was this me?
Yeah.
I know it hurt, but I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you that when you trying to do high ticket funnels, it's time for y'all to stop being so religious that everybody can be saved and know you're going to the elect. That was a religious terms. You're going to the chosen.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can't be saved in solar.
No.
Ken, give me some examples by everybody who can't be saved. Who can't get solar? Just go ahead and give it to me. Let's just get some examples out here.
Renters. And homeowners that have credit scores below 650.
There you go. So you get it? If you got a credit score below 650 and you own a home, you can't leverage that home, but kid, I got all this equity. Doesn't matter. Go and get the equity out, go and cash it, and then talk to me after, you got the cash in your hand. But ain't nothing I can do when you got a 650. As a matter of fact, I know a guy, his name is Tyrell. He'll work with you for 6 months. I just gave y'all one of the solutions. All right, use Tyrell to increase unqualified people so you can create that pipeline. Create a system that came up by accident, Grace. Create a system to where you have qualified leads and almost qualified leads. We call them QLs and ALs, or AQLs, QLs and AQLs. Qualified leads and almost qualified leads. They homeowner or they get ready to buy a home, but they're trying to increase their credit. This person is on your list, on your hot list, but your hot list for 8 months from now. That's 8 months from now. That's the good thing. Let me tell you why. Because if you get 68 months from now, 8 months from now, you got 60 leads. That's the whole point of keeping a pipeline. That's the whole point of a pipeline, which we're getting ready to talk about. Okie dokie. Grace.
Yes, sir.
I asked you questions yesterday via text message. Can you
Yes.
tell us what I asked, and then Deanna, could you post them in the chat so Grace can then copy and paste them and put them in the notes?
Yes. Let me okay. Take some people there. Okay. He says, have you made money?
I said, it's preamble to conversation. What was I? I was like, Grace, what did I say?
Oh, it's about time for you to get my help on solar.
Mm-hmm.
So I told him I was ready.
I was
And
getting on it. Why you ain't asking for no help? Well, I was waiting on you to get better. I said, oh, okay, that makes sense.
yeah, I would. Yeah.
I
No,
mean-
because you wouldn't get me in trouble with Deanna. Okay.
That
No.
makes sense.
Okay. So first question he asked, have you made money?
Yeah, I better write this down. Mhm.
The second one is, do you have leads? Do you have a CRM? And have you paid for the vacations?
Pay for the vacations. Let's retype that number 4 down and say, have you created an irresistible lead magnet? That's number 4. Depending on solar company business owners who own factory mail can we get solar? Cool. See, if it was me, I'd be going in these apartment complexes, talking to the owner. 5,000 apartment complex. Be like, hey, I'd be like, MGM Grand, I think y'all should be solar. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think you should be solar. Anywho. Okay. Deanna, repeat those 1, 2, 3, 4 in succession now. Grace, repeat them for me now as written in chat. Y'all
Okay.
better write this down. Y'all micro businesses address these questions, by the way.
Questions are, have you made money?
Well, have you?
Do you have leads?
Do you?
Do you have a CRM?
Hmm.
And have you created an irresistible lead magnet?
All right. Here's the deal. Everybody listen to me. If your business right now has not made money, throw your business away or throw your business model away right now. Do not put no more effort into this business or business model. Did you hear me? The business ain't working or the model is not working. It's going to be 50-50 split between y'all. Some of y'all just need a new business. You just need to just throw the whole business away. You need a new business, but I'll be nice. Others of y'all, you done tried to do something new in a new market. Got you. Okay, I got you, Tempest. Don't go to a new market and do anything. There's no customers in the new market. You do an old thing in a new way and create a new market in the old market. You don't go where anyone hasn't been yet. Antonio, what does that look like? I've said it before. You go to the 1 and 2 star reviews, you address their complaints, and then you go back to wherever you got the 1 and 2 star reviews and say, hey, y'all, I fixed it. And now you create a new market in that old market. Don't ever go to a new market. But you're taught as middle class people to be unique. You don't make money being unique. You make money solving problems or distracting people, not being unique. Everybody got me? So my first question to you is, in creating a high ticket funnel thingy, have you made money? And the answer for most of you is no. 1 or 2 things need to shift. As much as you love your brand, here's the problem with brands. The problem with you coaches and consultants is you love your brand so much because you love you so much, but you probably need to do a different business. Yes, you're a coach. Yes, you're somebody on YouTube. What's happening, YouTube? Yes, you're a coach. Yes, you're good. Your customers obviously don't care. Antonio, how do I know if my customers don't care? Well, throw a conference right now. But right now, throw a conference and sell 100 tickets. If you sell 100 tickets, you're doing well. If you cannot, and trust me, Grace, Deanna, Tempest, myself know how hard it is. We've sold conferences for celebrities, big name celebrities, so we would not name to you, who have a hard problem selling 400 tickets. Tempest said disaster. I have a hard time for selling 400 tickets. But you're Antonio Smith. How you got this problem? Because their market has shifted on them. And their fan base isn't what it used to be. Just is what it is. Remember this, please, please. I beg of thee, please remember this. If you haven't made money, Antonio, well, how do I know if I made money? Well, you paying your bills consistently? Well, you ain't making no money. Change the business or the business models. Coaches, consultants, this is what you do. But I can't stop being the Good Witch. I can't stop being humor consultants. Who else is a coach out here? I can't stop being whatever Law does. Right? But see, Law shifted. Law was like, you know what, baby? No, baby, we're not gonna do this no more. Tech company, that's me. That was Law. Same energy. Y'all go ahead and go to this app. So if you're like Sheena or like Phil and Susan, what you do is you become a webinar company. You become an education company, not a coaching company. But you build this system to where people are plugging into you every Tuesday and Thursday. Every Tuesday. Once a month. In person. For 200. Like, Tony, who can I model? Well, you know what? Tony Robbins is a great person to model that. Tony Robbins is the only person I know that sells funnels his conferences. You have 4 major ones, and they go from $1,000 to $100,000. Date with Destiny being the highest one.
So would you say I would turn our testimonies into a teaching thing? Because I'm kind of confused at what. Well,
let's put it in. No. It's good. Let's put it in church talk then for you. What does your church sell? And don't tell me your church don't sell nothing. I can't stand when y'all do that. What does your church sell?
I don't know.
Okay. We're getting somewhere. Who here, Jerome, what does your church sell? It ain't Christ. I know that's a Sunday school answer. I know as much as that hurt y'all.
Unity? What do you mean,
Okay,
like
all right,
unity and stuff?
all right. It could be. It
Yeah, because our
depends.
church is multi-generational. Like there's Asian people, Mexican. It's not a black church.
So your church is selling unity and diversity. Do y'all see it? All right, let me explain this way. Here is, I'm going to use Janice. This is perfect. Here's Janice. Monday through Saturday, Janice lives way up here. Her retirement, her job, her friends force her to live way up here. And she liked being up here. She liked the way she dressed. She liked the road she drive on. She don't fool around. You know, you young folk, she can put on them heels, but you young folk can put on them heels for no reason. She'll wear them when she's supposed to. You understand? She ain't got nothing to prove. She own the land. Sunday morning, Ken Johnson say, now come get yourself back down here so you can serve the Lord. Yeah, don't miss it. Do not miss that. That is a real example of today. Janice, how you doing? And Janice all days goes, hey, everybody, you doing okay? Oh, yes, good. Janice, what is the square root of 255? And she's like, bam, real quick. And saying, Janice, we got a problem. She puts out these fires and stuff way up here, all the way on level 2000 all week, Monday through Saturday, Jerome. And then Sunday morning, shut up, wear them stockings. Be solid. Don't wear pants. Come on. Don't fool me. Come on now. That's real and you know it. That's real and you know it. This is exactly why we get mad. We get mad at Yolanda. Why you went to that white church? No, Yolanda is saying, I didn't feel like coming back down and time traveling every Sunday to meet the Lord.
Got that right.
So her church sales, oh, you can stay up here. Do y'all see that? They're not selling Christ. Christ is the product, Jerome. But how are you getting people to the product? This is fair. This is a great analogy here. Just because I got Christ, that ain't making people, that ain't help him. He was Christ, ain't help him. So it sure enough ain't helping your church. That's fair and you know it. I just say stuff the way Bernie Mac was saying, all right? It ain't help him. It ain't helping your church. What did Jesus sell? Signs and wonders. See, he walked around healing people and giving signs of the kingdom to come. Every scholar on the planet will tell you that. Even your Jesus did not sell the church. Only one time does he mention it. Got a good point now. I ain't talking outside of my head. And let's answer your question, Yolanda. What are you selling? In this case, unity, diversity. So go sell that. Y'all get it now?
Okay, so basically with our testimony things, I need to have, well, I do have different people in there, but yeah, everybody black. But I mean,
That's okay.
Full other people. And I guess that's what you mean, like the unity and diversity with the testimonies, because it's different stories from everybody. I just need to keep doing it. Not gonna bam.
I guarantee you somebody in your church like me is screaming every Monday or every first Monday. Hey, everybody, I'm just looking around. We look so beautiful. It's 46 different languages in this church. Did y'all know that? And everybody clapping in the name of the Lord. No, that's me being very strategic, letting y'all know, can't get this nowhere else. If you don't think that selling something besides Christ is important, I dare you to walk to church and meet the mean usher up front. Now tell me how that made you feel. immediately. I'm not coming back to this church. See how Christ couldn't hold you?
You better watch it.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. So that's in the idea of change your business model. You get it? Change your business model. Huh. Do you have leads? Rapid fire. Here's some stuff, and I'm gonna let Ken and Grace come off the bat. I told them we already had this conversation. I said it aloud. I said, Ken, this is what I'll do, man. I turn this whole thing into a timeshare. That's what I do. I get one of them. Kid got the hookup. I ain't gonna tell you how he got the hookup. He got the hookup. Here's these vacations to Vegas. 7 nights, 4 days, whatever it is. Good vacations. Don't cost you nothing, Arshia. I say, Ken, first thing I do is I'd have me one meeting a week. And I'd sit there and I'd fill the room up with 40 people, timeshare style. No matter what, you got to be on my qualified list. You have to fit my criteria, 650 plus homeowner. You have to fit my criteria. But I'm going to say, Melissa, now I just need to have a conversation with y'all for 2 hours. You say no, you still going to Vegas. See it? See it? I hope y'all didn't think I took 4 days off and came back lesser than me. No. Think about this for a second. Now, what are Grace and Ken selling? Solar? No. No. America gave them 12 reasons to sell. January, go and get away for the new year. February, go take your wife to Vegas. March, I tell you what, March Madness, no matter which one. St. Patrick's, we go on and on and on and on and on, right? April, you know what? It's spring. This is the perfect time to go to Vegas. Come on now, right? Right? May, take your mama to Vegas. June, take your daddy to Vegas. July, celebrate the country in Vegas. You get the point? August, them kids is going back to school, send their butt to school, and then you go to Vegas. We can do this all day. In Texas, September, look, hurricane coming. Want y'all be in Vegas, so you ain't gotta worry about these hurricanes. It don't matter. They're no longer selling high ticket items. What they're selling is the opportunity to get what they couldn't afford quickly by themselves. People say if you only went to Vegas one time ever, would you raise your hand and say something on the mic? Okay, we got Jerome. Just one time ever. One time ever. Okay, I think we got Brenda. Here's the deal. Jerome, how many years ago was it for you? I think you got your microphone muted or something. Unless he's on his phone too. Say it again, Jerome. That's okay. That's okay. Just type it in the chat for me. Sometimes it's 20 years before you get to Vegas. How many of y'all know people who save up their whole lives just to go to Disney World? Save up their whole lives to go to Vegas. Now with Ken and Grace are doing is they're selling, I'll get you there fast. You just need to cover your flight. Okay. How about you, Miss Brenda? When the last time you've been to Vegas?
30 years ago.
30 years ago.
First trip away from home.
Look at that. Oh, you did it nice too. I know that's right. I know that's right.
Without husband or mother and father.
I know that's right. Yeah, buddy. I'm surprised you didn't come back with a child named Vegas. You go there with your husband. Yeah, Lord, that's good. 30 years ago. You get it? So what Ken and Grace are selling now It's not solar. Let me give you 30 years in 2 hours. All expenses paid, except for your flight. You on your own. And I know kid would be like, look here, man, if you close right now, we'll pay for your flight too. I know kid, and your food. We give you $200 a day. $200 a day for gambling. But that's because kid be out here hustling for real. Can y'all see it?
Got some chips ready for you.
Yeah. We had that ready for you. Can y'all see now, Grace? Is it hard now for you to get leads?
No.
Do you think you can fill up a building?
Yes.
40 people.
Yes.
So now what Grace has to do is figure out which 40 people to contact.
Yes.
This is actually one of y'all micro businesses, by the way, but I'm not gonna bother y'all. Figure out the 40 people to contact. That's easy, but we'll get to it. But you can use different tools, Google Trends, etc. Or you can put ads on Facebook. And then what you do is you just set the parameters to what it is. You say, I want people who read this, who live in this zip code. You target people by zip code. When you target people by zip code, I'll show you. So you do this here. Share my screen. And you type in, I was gonna say rich. I was gonna say affluent, but I just put rich zip codes in Houston. There you go. These are the wealthiest zip codes in Houston. You are welcome, Grace. Wealthiest zip codes. Yes, you are welcome. Right here, I'll send this to you. And then I'll get another one too. Hold on. There. No, I don't want one. Houston wealthiest zip code. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Okay, yep, they got it in there. Just wanted to check. I would not allow your notifications. Not even close. There you go. You can follow that same search, Grace. Easy peasy. What do we just do? We just sorted. Y'all get it? What Grace also needs to do is go get with Tempest. We have a class on this. I got to go find it. Grace can go get a library card and get every business registered in America. Accurate information. And never run out of leads. Write that down, Grace. Get with Tempest. Okay. Get with Tempest. That's when you start trying to go get business owners. Okay. Tempest said, I'll show you later.
Oh,
thank you so much, D-Lo. Thank you so much. D-Lo I got my phone. She's been checking on me every day. I so appreciate it. Grace Tempest is going to teach you. We got a class on it, and we will make the class available to y'all as well. It's somewhere in the cloud. Somewhere in the cloud. She'll get with you later, Grace. That's over 100,000 business leads. We won't focus on that just yet. We're going to still go to B2C. Y'all a business, you're going straight to consumer. So what does Grace need? Let's back up. In order to give away Vegas trip, guess what? They need a landing page, 2 individual landing pages, can look the same, one with Ken's brand on it, one with Grace brand on it. Doesn't matter, it's going to the same bank account. In the name of the Lord. Do you understand? It's just Grace is just going to attract a certain kind of person, some deacons, and Ken is going to attract, a certain kind of person, some little mamas. You understand what I'm saying? Some businessmen. Just the way it works. Just the way it works. And we want to play on both of those things. The landing page doesn't need to scream solar. No, that's the bottom half. The landing page needs to scream I'm in solar. I've done so well. I believe in my product so much. There you go. I'll buy you a trip to Vegas just to have a conversation with me. Please write that down, Grace. And of course, Antonio's going to create it, so they'll be all right. I believe in my product so much. I'm going to buy a trip to Vegas just for you to talk to me. Now, how many of you love meetings to where you know, all right, sure, I'm being sold, but I get to win regardless. I go to that meeting any day. Any day. Or she already planning her trip to Vegas. So I'm not taking my homegirl because she be tripping. I'm gonna take her. You know what I'm saying? She already, you know, she's like, oh, that homeschool my little girl now, so it could be both of us. We can go, or maybe I'm sending her over. She's doing all that stuff in her head right now. You got you a good business when folks start planning their life around what you're selling. CRM. CRM is simple. You're going to have a pipeline. That means you're going to have Jerome said 4 years ago, what you was doing in Vegas 4 years ago, Jerome? Cutting up. What you was doing in Vegas.
I'm a man of distinction.
Yeah, we heard you that time. Yeah, we heard you that time. Yeah, man of distinction. No, that's
I had to put it on my phone because for some reason the new computer it's acting up. You know.
Yeah, Grace, you got to walk him through the settings in the Zoom and set his mic up. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is for sure. The CRM allows you to track where your customers are in your organization. Have they been called? You cannot scale what you cannot see. You need to know who said, let me think about it. You can't write this down. You need to have a digital version of this. That's what the CRM is for. Makes no sense for you to do all this winning. And then here's where most companies fail with your follow-up. Let me say it a different way, because I know y'all heard that before. Let me say it in the way I want to say it. Most companies fail in the way you email people after you talk to them. Antonio, what social media should I market on? Because it's too many, I can't master all of them. I'm glad you asked that question, Yolanda. I felt like she asked that question. Your favorite social media and your email, that's it. Your email is now a social media. You want to win? It's time for you to start emailing Sugar about them spices. Everybody who bought from you need an email. Once a month, once a week, once a day, doesn't matter. And you need to have an email that consistently walks people closer to buying from you. And then number 4, how do I make a CRM? Well, I think we're in the process of building one right now, but right now you can use Pipeline Pro. It's like $37, $67 one-time fee. And then I just covered the irresistible magnet. There you go. There's my presentation. Let's spend the last 30 minutes getting questions from Ken and Grace. Ken, Grace, let's go with Ken first. Go ahead. Say stuff so I can spin my little wheel on it.
Those are all good. Of course, what we talked about and what you're thinking about doing. And I call it a piano effect, where you have multiple keys working. And that key that you're talking about is a great key, but I'm putting a twist on it now because of what we're getting ready to do. So let me back up and say, first of all, I would like to have a call with me, you, Laura, and Miss Adona, but I'll get with you on that when I come to that thought.
Okay.
But the multiple keys that you're talking about is great, but for me choosing to work with Grace is because of the hustle, but at the same token, there's some grassroots bootstrapping we could do to immediately fix her situation, and I call it the 50-foot rule. Anybody that come within 50 feet of me get the business card. Like, are you the homeowner? Do you own a home? And so I got about 5 deals pending that I'm doing right now because I'm on a mission. We got 4 months left in the year, and I want to pay out some serious money. So I decided to go back and do some grassroots stuff with my Hispanic rep in Corpus Christi. And just to kind of give everybody a fill in the blank, Texas has always been my market. So I do stuff in Houston and Dallas, done over 500 solar jobs within Houston and Dallas. So hired, trained reps in those areas. And I told one of my guys yesterday is that all of Texas is where we want to capitalize, but I'm getting ready to do something in Oklahoma, and we'll talk about that off the deal. But to the plans that we have and the stuff and the ideas that I got, I'm working on getting the next office, and I told Antonio, got to have ATS part of that office. Y'all might have your own little corners and stuff. And then across the hall, we have our stuff. But we got to blend it in because with a lot of the ideas that I have, and it's pretty lucrative in terms of this stuff. And so we got to put a twist on it and spin it off and cover all of the cities and get all of the deals. That funnel that you're going to help us build is going to be great because I like to see leads coming from it daily in addition to all the other stuff that we do. But the radio show that I'm about to sponsor and host, I can't sponsor your show if you don't believe in that product, because then that's why I told him, I said, we got to talk. If you want me to sponsor, then I need to see and make sure you believe in what you're sponsoring, because if not, then why are we partnering up? So he gave me his electric bill for his personal house, and his wife is from California. And so her thing she's stuck on is about the resale of the house once you get solar panels. And I told him, I said, well, I got that part down. You just let me do me, and I have her at the meeting and we make sure that get answered. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of homeowners are just not educated on how this all works. And so that's why I've always taken the approach of doing educational sales versus just going there with the high pressure sales tactic. You know, money aside, money is great, but it's like, I start off my presentation by telling the homeowner, guys, if this don't make sense, let's just shake hands and be friends. But at the end of the presentation, if it makes sense, let's do business. If it makes sense. But if it don't make sense, that means I didn't do my job explaining it, because I'm going to explain it from A to Z. Why I asked the question, if you're a homeowner, why are you renting lights? And then they done got a little sophisticated, Antonio. They got what they call as a PPA, personal power agreement, but it's nothing but a glorified lease. And homeowners shouldn't lease their solar panel system. Because when you lease your solar panel system as a homeowner, you're going to do a couple of things. One, you're going to lose the federal tax credit that you're entitled to. Two, now you don't own your roof. And three, if you have to sell your home or decide to sell your home, the next potential home buyer is not going to want to tie into a 25-year lease agreement. That will make sense. But yet and still, when I go through the neighborhood, especially, I see the Blacks and Hispanics. There's a company called SunPower. They go out and they sell that PPA slickly, and they don't tell the homeowners. And I talked to one homeowner. I said, well, why did you sign that agreement? He said, well, they gave me a lower rate to pay monthly. I said, well, did you read your fine print? And of course he didn't. And as a homeowner, you know, without being ugly, you signed 1,000 papers when you bought that house. Why wouldn't you take a few minutes to read 10 sets of paper to see what you're getting yourself into? Because when you sell this house, this stuff is transferable to the next homeowner. And then the person who owns the house, and Terrell, you could vouch for that. When you sell your house and you purchase your system, you should recoup some monies at the time of sale for this system. So therefore, your system is paid off when you sell your home, and the next person who's getting ready to buy your home, trust me, I was in a 4,000 square foot, and my light bill was always $500 plus. But I ain't bragging. I just used to pay the thing and put it right back in the mail because I ain't want to see it. But now the next house gonna have solar, and of course, let me make it real quick. This guy bill was average $500 a month, and just so those are people who don't know, the whole concept behind solar is to eliminate the electric bill. He's paying $500 a month right now, average. He goes solar, his bill is going to be $47. Yes, you have to pay for your system. His system is going to be $315 a month, but he'll never see a $500 bill in his house. Based on what my engineers put together, he needs about 67 panels in his system. He's burning 30,790 kilowatts a year. And for those homeowners out there who's listening, y'all got them high bills, you understand this. But I put 67 panels on his house with 100% offset. So I tell him, I say, listen, you won't see another $500 bill in his house, but you do have to pay for this system. 2 options to pay for that system. Either let me finance it through my bank, Solar Bank, who do nothing but solar loans, or you write me a check. $84,000 system with a 30% tax credit. He's going to get a $25,291 tax credit, so his net cost is $59,000. So that's what we do for the homeowners in the short sense. We show them, get rid of the light bill, get you a system, because lights are going up 3 to 4% every year. So
I spent $59,000 this year on light bills.
Exactly. 30 years from now, he'll be paying $1,179 a month. I love it when the homeowners say, well, I won't be here 30 years from now. Yeah, but your grandkids will. Whoever you get his house to will. I've been paying lights since I left my mama's house. So have you. So how much money have we spent since age 19? And I'm 57 now. Exactly. So that's the pain. So I love it when people say, man, I don't see my return on investment until 10 years from now. Well, you didn't see your return on your investment since you've been gone from home. You've been paying them folks. So that's what we try to do. We educate people on why. The bottom line is my next house, I know what I want, and I know how much square foot I want. And so it'd be crazy. Well, I know I'm gonna have solar on it and generator, but why would you own your house and continue to rent your lights as a homeowner? So that's the pain that we put in. So all of that being said, with the funnel system that you're doing, Antonio, is because we're building a sales force to cover the whole state of Texas like a blanket. And so grace is needed. The last female I hired in Dallas, I took her from a furniture sales store. She was selling furniture. And I think, she was making good money, but she wasn't making $3,000, $4,000 a week. Last time I talked to her, she's probably hoovering around $7,000 a week. She's a good sales lady. And then the numbers are so astronomical. So I told Grace, we're on a friendly wager now with what we're getting ready to do. Mm-hmm. Who can write the first check for 100,000, me or her? That's a good challenge. I love that. Yeah. I got 5 deals. I'm trying to make 75,000 off of those 5 deals. So Grace, you got to come on with it.
Yeah, I got to come on. I told you yesterday, Antonio, the owner of Bronco Burrito, name is Melinda. I talked to her yesterday.
Look at you.
Get me a burrito.
Look at that 50-foot rule.
Hey, Melinda, you a homeowner? Yeah, but I really want to get solar for this business. Oh, okay. Give me a call.
Well, see, the whole concept
sound like you buying a burrito today.
Of the 50-foot rule is it's a grassroots process, no matter what business you're in. Because if you ask yourself the question, all of us who have business, if Antonio would ask me, Ken, yesterday, did you talk to 50 people about your business? My answer would be no. But if he asked me that the day before, I guarantee it would be yes. Because what happens is if we make ourselves available to talk to 50 people about our business today, we would have some business to get.
Right. Conversations create clients.
We're not talking. You stand in line for Starbucks. I mean, you know, I like when you go in a restaurant, somebody in that restaurant should know me. I'm going to the cigar bar, somebody should know me. If they're not, then it's my job to know them. Man, what you do? You're on the house. Here's my card.
You know, I'm glad you said that, Ken, because I got about 18 minutes left before I got to go to therapy. But Grace, let's ride Ken's energy.
Yes, sir.
You got to pay money anyway, right?
Right.
You got a market, huh?
Yes.
Burrito costs $5, $6?
Yes.
That's your marketing fee for the day.
Okay.
I want you to go back and go buy another burrito.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes.
And I want you to say, hey, I just literally left a meeting with however you want to edify Ken, my boss, my business partner, whatever. I just met a meeting on your behalf. I just brought you up in the meeting and things are looking great, plus a 30% discount and some other stuff that I need to tell you about when we talk. So you don't give it a whole presentation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Other stuff I need to tell you about when we talk. So I just had to come back up here and let you know that we got to strike while the iron's hot.
All right.
What you doing today?
Going to get a burrito.
She got to spend money. You going to spend money somewhere.
Yes.
You might as well spend money to do that 50-foot rule that Ken was just talking about.
Yes.
Conversations create clients. Let me, Ken is absolutely, I forgot to mention, I'm glad Ken did. When I saw what they were doing, I just went to what they weren't doing. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I'm that church member. What Janice second? I know she don't feel me. Janice, listen, I'm not going all the evening church. I'm not doing it. How much money you need, Pastor? Just tell me how much money you need, okay? Because I'm not coming. I come in my 7 o'clock morning service. I come to the Bible study. That's it. I'm doing nothing else. I'm not volunteering no kitchen. How much money you need, Pastor? All right, here's $1,000. Count me 1,000 times down. And I ain't never heard a pastor go, well, I don't want that. Nope. Mrs. Smith, you're looking real present. Thank you so much. You're looking real present. I see you 1,000 times. Grace, same energy. I ain't going out there 50-foot nothing. But you tell me what you need. You understand what I'm saying? You tell me. I'm going to get you 100 leads a day. I'm not going to stop until it's 100 leads a day. I had 125,000, 100 leads a day, 125,000. I don't know what that number is because I can't move the zeros to the right too much, 2 zeros, but it feels like that's 1.25 million, or is it 12.5 million?
12.5.
Yeah, it's too hard to move them many zeros. That's 12.5 million a day. That's what I'm trying to send to you because I know Ken know what to do with them.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Ken and Grace are going to get leads I can never get. Y'all write everything I'm about to say down. Also, we're going to start a podcast. Me, Ken, Grace. Actually, we're not going to start a podcast. We're just going to put on Secret to Success podcast, but we're going to do a podcast. We're going to meet 3 times a week. 3 times a week. We're going to meet one on purpose, and then we're going to meet twice during this call in a week for a 15-minute education thing from Ken or Grace. Just 15 minutes, just bam, they just go out there and do something great. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna go out there and do something great, and we're gonna strip the audio, we're gonna make it work. You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna boot. Why? Because if you want to get leads automatically and high-end leads, you need to, number one, do a podcast on just that subject, the education of that subject. Number 2, you need to have a small conference. You can use your garage. And for 2-3 hours, you need to be seen on video, educating people. See, listen to what I said. I don't care who show up. I don't care what it costs. I just care that the back of somebody's head is in your video while you up front talking. Because once you put that online, you just made yourself a subject matter expert. People buy from subject matter experts. They do not buy from their peers. I had a meeting with one of y'all yesterday. I said, how many people can you fit in your studio? Don't matter who it was. This is the energy I was on. don't care about the result. I care about the back of them heads being seen while you in front of people. Because the moment you do that, that's the moment you can raise your prices. Everybody got an opinion. Everybody's not a thought leader. Boy. What number? Was that 2, Grace? Was that 2?
Yes.
Yeah, right there. I think it was 2. Yeah, it was 2. Okay. Free masterclass. Yes. If you got a high-end ticket, guess what you need to be doing? Doing a masterclass. A whole masterclass. And it's free. This is a masterclass. How can a homeowner making $30,000 a year afford $100,000 solar system? How to get your light bill to $17 a month? Anything like that, and you just nail that and go drill that down. And trust me, Ken can't wait to get it done. Free webinars. Grace, you're gonna do a free webinar every week. You and Ken. This is your process. Y'all gonna record 5 webinars. Don't worry. This is what we can do. On the meeting, those podcast things that we say we're gonna meet on purpose for about an hour or so, there's your webinar right now. So you don't even need to do nothing extra. We just need to make sure that's in video, Deanna. You got me? It's number 1. Number 2, I need 10 of these. Not 5, I need 10. Because I need 5 for male and female. That's what I need. That's why it's 10. Pay close attention. Pay close attention. Listen to me very well. Grace and Ken ain't going to be live for these webinars. They're going to go to webinarkit.com. You're welcome. Or thinkific.com. You're more welcome. Or buildalandingpage.com. And that webinar is going to only be available Tuesdays and Thursdays, which me and Tempest already know this. This is like the best days to do webinars due to that time of the week. And that day, you have multiple times for it. And guess what? They're going to do a free masterclass webinar they're not even in attendance for. And the webinar will catch people, sign people, and close people by itself. I'm trying to have y'all. Ain't nobody coming off no $100,000 because you cute. We need to have multiple conversations. And everything I just said so far in podcasts and this multiple conversation, because you just need one person to go through 4 of those. By the time they come to Ken, they ready. They just wait for Ken to say something stupid. Because they are ready. As long as Ken act like Ken, it's going down. All right, Stradivari, my man. Good to see you too, man. Good to see you too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, y'all got me? This is important. Sheena, all this is for you too. This is for you too. She said, I'm taking my notes. This is for you too. Free webinar. Then a free planner and a workbook. This is what you do. You just come. Grace can do this with ease. Deanna can do this with ease. You come up with something like how to get a tax break for having solar energy. $50,000 tax break for having solar. I have no idea what it is. And then step-by-step guide, workbook. Free. Easy. While it may seem like I'm going all digital, that's because Ken got the whole belly to belly down. What I'm doing is I'm going after $12.5 million a day. That's 100 leads a day. Does it matter, Grace, if I fail and only get you 50 and you close 40?
No.
Your whole zip, you can go buy a man. You with me now. Come. Hey, men been doing it for millennia, so it's time for women to do it. You with me now. I pick you. Come. Would you? How I go, Grace? Don't waste my penmanship. Grace mama actually told Grace, tell that story, Grace. Come on. I got 9 minutes. Tell that story. This is so first I'll tell how long they've been married.
47 years.
47
years.
I gave me a headache thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They met in some club. I don't know. Anyway, apparently dad was just sitting down on one of the bar stools or whatever, and she was always with her friends up dancing. Anyway,
now, this was way before they Christian days.
Yeah.
They were babes in Christ. Right.
So
that's why they met in the club.
Yes, she on the way to the bathroom. She come back from the bathroom, and she approaches dad. She say, why you always sitting on this bar stool? You don't know when you get up and dance. And I don't know, small talk or whatever. So she gave him her number. And when she gave it to him, she said, don't waste my penmanship. And 47 years later, here we are. So
well, I guess he listened.
Wait till I see Sister Mary. I said, some pimping went on there.
Yeah. Don't waste my penmanship. That's how they said Janice is saying.
You rather Essie. I'm another bankroll. I'm gonna talk about it.
That sounds like some Janice is saying, boy. Don't let Janice fool y'all. She cold with it, y'all.
What you doing sitting on the stool, man?
I'm going to the club this weekend. Don't waste my penmanship. I'm going to use that one.
That's it right there, though. Don't waste my penmanship.
Adonia, if I'm paying $10 to get in that club, I'm dancing with all of y'all. I wasn't stand on the wall, brother. I'm like, come here, girl. What your slide is.
Antonio,
yes,
that link you dropped with the zip codes,
I
used that when I was on a dating site.
Well, look, I know that's right. Did you just teach me something? She's on a dating site.
I
don't want no projects. I need him to be at this level. I'm not even praying for this. I'm zip coding for this. You understand? I know that's right.
Cube said it well. Cube said, don't mess with a girl from the projects.
Yeah, buddy. Listen, she picked from the right gene pool. Y'all hear me? Right gene pool. Right gene pool for sure. Free resource bundle. One of the greatest ways for y'all to do so. I wrote all this down last night. Free resource bundle. I give you examples, Grace. Journals, affirmations, mindset hacks, templates. Well, you want to know what the other one is. Workbooks, trainings. It doesn't matter. Just all you got to do is just Google Solar Energy Resources PDF and go download every PDF you see and then upload it to the cloud. And you're going to get somebody's name, number, phone number, email, and physical. Well, you don't need a physical address. Easy. Because you did the work to get them. And remember, the reason why I keep saying all these resources are free, y'all, because they don't need to charge for this stuff. They have a high-end ticket. They're going to make money on the back end. So they need to massage. This is why when you go to the little nail places with that back room, you know what I'm talking about. When they do you 2 at a time. They get the, when they got the $280 packages. And I need some real Sheenas out here to know what I'm talking about. The $280 packages, they got and they massage all the way up to your elbow and stuff. Yeah, this is
that's correct. That back room is always full with the whole massage table, the whole
mimosas,
everything. Yes, no doubt.
Because your $280 ticket average is paying for these mimosas. You don't charge somebody.
Grace, when we going?
There you go. You get it? Like, listen, you don't charge somebody who's getting ready to drop $200,000. No, here's your coffee, sir. How you want your coffee? You want me to have somebody pour it to you? And somebody lift it up to you? Man, don't eat that banana. Hold on. Chop this banana up. Feed this to this man. You understand what I'm saying? Assistant, give him some grapes. You don't do none of that. You sit down in the amenities, right? You sit down and you get it going on. Free step-by-step guide, Grace. Not everything I'm telling you, Grace, is not a suggestion. This is what you're going to do. And the easiest way to do it is you can go PLR, you can Google this stuff. It's not a problem, all right? It's not a problem. For Ken, he's already doing this complimentary strategy call. He's doing it by belly to belly. Hey, come here, get on the phone with me. Grace, same energy. A how-to guide. Y'all are so welcome, by the way. Ken just did this live with y'all. Case studies. When Ken said, yeah, young man had $500, that was a case study. People like case studies. Because I can see myself in that person. I can't see myself in a salesperson. One of the greatest things you can put out there right now, I thought about this last night, Grace. Checklist. Do you qualify for solar energy? Here's the checklist. I can't. You know what I'm saying?
I'm writing this down. I need to be in my car, but I'm writing this down. all you're doing is helping me with mine. Just want you to know that. So
exactly.
I just got what you got too. Thank you very much.
Exactly. That's what I was talking about the whole time. The reason why we're doing this. I'm sorry. The last thing would be iterate, test, repeat, Grace. Iterate, test, repeat. That's all one thing. It just means see what works, see what doesn't, fix it, move on. That's it. I got 2 minutes left. Listen. Adonia had it spot on. And remember, if y'all came here late, I built all your micro businesses. Just this week and next week, it's going to take me that long to assign it to y'all. And then we got to train all y'all individually as well, so you can get to the $100 a day. So just expect this to last until you're making $100 a day. I don't know, until you're making $100 a day, because my reputation is on the line. But all of y'all will get y'all information in the next 7 to 10 days. 1 minute left now. Grace, if I ask you this question again, those first 4 questions, do you have leads? Yes, you do. We fixed your problem. You understand?
Yes.
Those 4 questions you can now answer confidently. Now, Grace,
yes, sir.
There are 4 levels of action.
Yes,
Which
sir.
one is the worst?
The third one.
And that's called?
Normal levels of action.
Exactly. Let me end this with y'all. Just because you out there doing your business, Yolanda, this is what I normally say, Antonio. So just because you out there doing your business, Antonio, don't mean you're doing your business. Because the worst kind of action you can take is everybody else action. It's the worst action you can possibly take. You need to take massive action.
So good.
Absolutely. You need to take massive action. Why, Grace?
Because massive action is the only actions where you make money. Normal levels of action, you get nothing.
Let the Lord use you, Grace. Let the Lord use you. Outstanding. All right, Johnny, if you can send me my link, because I can't find it. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. You should have blessed everybody. Antonio T. Smith Jr. You can plant better. You can dominate. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good one. We see you at 11 for the esoteric training at 11.
Thank you.
All right, y'all.
Welcome
Y'all have a
back
good one.
and thank you.
Thank you.